Hello guys, it's GB Grinder here, back at it again with another video. This time it's Altergeist in the new format. I think this deck will get better as the format goes on, and like the decks are more known, and you can build your deck accordingly. But until then, we have this. So let's hop right in. 3 Meluseek, 3 Marionetter, 1 Faker, 2 Silk, and a Konkiri. The obvious 10 Altergeist until the new one comes out. 3 Ash, because it's good versus everything. 3 Nib, because you need more cards against combo, and I didn't want to main deck Droll, because Droll is just, like, it's very awkward sometimes. Like, the Spiral deck can still make a tiny board, or still end with double Helix. And if they end with like double Helix and Resort on board, the Spiral Resort, then sometimes you can't out it, and they can just continue next turn and push through your board. 3 Extravagance, draw 2. 1 Duality, it's another like starter-ish type card. The second Duality was cut for 1 just because this card is like more guaranteed. Like it gets you Meluseek, and you can still do your other Altergeist that turn. And this also, like, you bring out Meluseek, get rid of it for Linkuriboh, add Marionetter, and then Marionetter gets you Protocol. And then now you have like an interruption of the Protocol, and it can't just be attacked over because you have Linkuriboh. 2 Cosmic. This card it's pretty much good against like everything, because the Lunalite deck like wants to do the DDD combo, so this can hit the rank up spell during standby. Spiral, they have their field spell, and it's even better like if you go first. And then against trap decks, it's just obviously good. 2 Protocol and 2 Manifestation. I feel like this should be standard now for like regular like Altergeist lists that aren't doing Mystic Mind stuff. Just because you want to play more Altergeist in your deck, so that way you can do one first turn, and then you'll be able to spoof away a different one. And then also Protocol. If you have 2 of it, then even if it gets cosmic, you can still use another one. And then Manifestation, if you play 2, you can use its graveyard effect without like being scared that you'll be able to get out resourced because you use its graveyard effect. And then it also lets you do like more big combos, that way your deck actually has a good end board, like with like Appaloosa for multiple monster negates. 3 Spoofing, consistency. Imperm, another hand trap. Still haven't got to Imperm Faker this format. I did draw it one time, but the guy didn't do anything with monsters. Like, he just sat back around pass, so RIP to that. 3 Strike, it's good going first or second. 3 Judgment. Just because this card hits like spells, it's honestly like it's decent. I'd probably say it's one of the worst traps in my deck. Maybe like behind Manifestation, like early game, just because this going second is not that good. And then Order. Order's Order. If you go first and you draw this, you just kind of win against a lot of decks. Side deck, 2 Crow, 3 Droll, and Pinkertops. And then I guess I'm just gonna kind of move Evenly right here to put it in between, because Evenly is good against the combo decks right now. If you play against like Spiral, you can bait the Trigate with Extravagance, or like you can make it so they can't get the Trigate with like Droll and Chrome and a whole bunch of other hand traps, and then just evenly them and you win. And then this card also is good against back row decks. And then the third Cosmic, really good versus Lunalite. And then also good against trap decks. I don't know if I talked about... So Drill's good against Spiral and Lunalite. And then Pankratops is good versus trap decks. Stops the Lunalite's DDD combo. As long as... Like, it doesn't stop their combo, per se. But it lets you kill the Appaloosa. And then next turn be able to pop something they have. So, it's honestly not the worst. But, like, it just stops their DDD card from, like, destroying everything. 3 Heavy Storm Duster, back row decks, summon limit. If you go first, this card's obviously insane against combo. You draw this, if they don't have an out, you just win. And then extra deck, 3 Linkuriboh, just because you always want it there. 2 is honestly okay. As long as you play 2 of a card, it usually doesn't get banished, but just in case, like, play 3. 3 Hextia, because you obviously, it's the only extra card you actually go into a lot. 2 Prime Banshee. When you get into a grind game, this card's good because it lets you add stuff back from grave. And then also, this is used for the combo. 2 Appaloosa, the combo. Like I've said, the combo is on my channel, by the way. You can go look at it. Bomber, in case if you're playing against like like a combo deck that puts a lot of their stuff on board, and like because they can just like attack over Appaloosa since it only will have 2 negates, and then they like can't attack over Bomber. So it really depends what deck you're playing against, but I find Appaloosa to come up more than the Bomber one. So that's why there's 1 Bomber and 2 Appaloosa. And then I played 1 Kid. Same reason as Prime Banshee. When you need to add something back from the grave, you summon this. You don't really use the first effect ever, unless if they've gone through something like Pankratops or Ding. But you just summon this, crash it into their guy, and then you get to add like your manifestation or faker back from grave. That's only when the grind gets like really like grindy though. That's why there's just 1 of it. You don't really need it. It's only came up once ever, but it honestly, like, it's came up more than other cards that have been in my extra deck. 1 Hida. This card can be made with your Hextia, and then you bring out like the opponent's Phoenix, and then you're able to make Bomber or Appaloosa. And also, like, you can like normal summon Silk or Meluseeker Ash, get rid of it for the salad right here, and then turn any salad and the monster into Hida. Hida bring back Phoenix, then do the play. So there's a way to like easily access it, and then this All Mirage has the graveyard effect to bring itself back at any point. So if they ever kill like 1 of your monsters by battle, then you can make it so that way like your Silk or something later on can't be destroyed by card effects. But you have to make sure that if you summon this back, you're not going to faker that turn. And then 1 Phoenix, it's kind of there just because, like, if it ever comes up, it's there. One thing, like, I don't play Cerberus for the Nib token. I've never found that to come up, really. Like, if you play, you'll find out that, like, you never want to Cerberus away the Nib token. You can kind of just deal with it every time. Even if that means, like, put your guys in defense and then deal with it later on. Just because, like, you don't want to Cerberus discard, pop a token, and then you're left with the 1600 monster, and then they can also Phantasma you there. But that's it for the video. The deck will get better over time. Like I said, as the format gets like more known, maybe like I'll main deck Droll if everyone starts playing combo. But until then, this is the list I have. If you want to change anything in the main deck, I'd probably say take out Judgment and put in like Crackdown, Compulse, or Lost Wind. Or if you're playing against like a lot more meta, then Droll or Ogre. But that's all I have for now. Like, comment, and subscribe. The DB Grinder signing off.